another episode of Real Life Movie Talk. It's your boy Chris.
Blockbuster Ben here, guys. What's happening? Back on our regularly scheduled recording night. Yeah.
It feels like it's been a while since we did
dude,
one.
I was thinking that today. I was like, man, why does it seem so long since we've like done this? And because it has been almost like a week and a half out of it. Yeah.
Yes. And in case you're paying attention, we have a guest here tonight. Isaiah goes by Zay. You want to introduce yourself a little bit?
What's up, everybody? I just want to say thanks for having me on the show. My name is Isaiah, as they said, and my nickname is Zay. Just here to talk about some movies. So let's do it.
Yeah. So Zay actually came to me with a movie a few months ago that he said he saw a preview for. He said it looked pretty funny, pretty interesting, and it was coming out in theaters. Tough to find theater drops these days. So
absolutely,
it came out. I hit him up, said, "Hey, let's go see it. You want to come in and talk about it?" And little fun fact, we did a podcast before GAC called Now You Know. Isaiah did it with a couple friends of ours. And it was a good, great experience. I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad to be able to have you on this program now so you can talk a little bit here.
Absolutely, man.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I remember when you guys were doing that. Yeah, and one day it just kind of, I never, even asked, but it just kind of stopped. And it was like over, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're not doing that anymore. And then all this started, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, we're in there.
Started back up again. There you go.
But okay, what we've been doing, every guest that comes on, Chris told you, you need your top 5 movies so that people know where you're coming from, what your tastes are, whether or not they can relate to what you have to say about the movie we're reviewing tonight.
Okay, all right. So my top 5, I'm going to start off with number 1 is going to be Life with Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy. Yeah, one of those classics, man. Just something that I grew up on. You know what I mean? Definitely something that I always go back to.
Jingling.
Yeah, jingling. Yeah, Bernie Mac. Yeah. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So my next one would be Dark Knight.
Oh, that's on my top 5 too.
Yeah,
I watched it the other night.
Yeah, Christian Bale, you know what I mean? Just an outstanding actor, you know what I'm saying? He really took a hold of Batman really well.
Yeah.
And just one of my favorites. So it came out on my birthday too.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I wanted to see that movie so bad when it came out that I sat in like the front row at a midnight showing. And I refuse to do that now. Right. But that's how bad. I had to go back and see it like a couple days later because you know when you sit in the front row and you're like,
man, it's tough.
But I had to see it.
That was right around the time when they started doing the Thursday night midnight showings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool for a while too. Cause you can go like a day early and watch it at midnight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My
number 3.
Well, I got on my shirt right now. Should be a little self-explanatory. But Space Jam, definitely got to include Space Jam. I think I seen it for the first time when I was like 6 or 7, I want to say.
Oh, yeah.
So, always been a favorite, man.
People our age grew up on that movie. Yeah, exactly. We're all similar in age, I think, and it's just one of those ones on repeat, that... And I can always hear R. Kelly singing.
I believe.
But that song, man, he kills that song, man.
He does.
Oh man,
gets you right in the feels.
Yeah, it's a great. Anyway, great movie, great choice.
Yeah. Man, I'm drawing a blank right now, but I just had it. The next one would be Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. That was second Friday drop here.
Davon's top 5 too.
Very edge there. It was very close. Something like that.
Yeah.
Friday was a classic, obviously.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just something that you
made Chris Tucker's career.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. Then my last one would be, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It came out in 1963 or 64. Lilies of the Field.
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
Or heard of it, actually.
Have you heard of Sidney Poitier?
Yes.
Yeah, very classic actor.
In the Heat of the Night. That's his big one, right? That's the one everybody knows. Did he win an Oscar for that?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. That's the one I think everybody references when they mention his name, but I've never...
Yeah. So basically he was just some guy who came to this little village with Catholic nuns who were from Germany. And he needed a place to stay, so he ended up they had this kind of natural resistance towards one another because of that period in time. But he actually ended up
black guy.
Yeah, he's black guy. Yeah.
That helps you for context.
Sorry, I should have said that first. Yeah, so they were white, he was black. They were Catholic nuns from Germany. And, you know, they had the natural resistance towards one another. But then as they started to get to know each other and everything else, they kind of like looked at the character and everything else. So he started to help them build certain things around their farm that they had. And he also helped build a Catholic chapel.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, so it was a good movie.
I'll check it out. I think I've only ever seen In the Heat of the Night, but I'll add it to the list, the ever-growing list of movies that never seems to stop.
Yeah,
you know?
That was no time now.
Yeah. So, I mean, most was that. I guess it's more of a serious movie, but 3 out of your 5 were comedies, right?
Yeah,
so you're a comedy guy.
Yeah, I love to laugh, man.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, good. Good top 5. Ravens up next, right? You want to brush on that real quick?
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm proud of them. I mean, they lost and it sucks, but we had 11 starters out with COVID.
Yeah.
We fought against the undefeated Steelers. We played really hard. We played our hearts out.
Could have won.
They tried to give us the game. The referees tried to take it from us.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a little absurd, some of the calls.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't call a delay game, and I don't know how you call that first down when the picture shows it short by inches.
You talking about that dog pile, like where
the dog pile right before the half, where we should have at least gotten 3.
Yeah.
The tight end, like I said, Andrews was out, but the backup tight end just off a day's rest. I mean, like a day's prep comes in, he drops a touchdown, gets it batted away or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Either way, they played their hearts out, and I respected it. It was good to see Trace McSorley in there.
I think he's the better backup. Honestly, going forward, if we need him again, that's like a backup again. I think that should be the first choice. And it was way closer than it probably should have been for the amount of, like you said, starters that were out. So I enjoyed the game way more than I thought I would. I enjoyed that game more than the first time we played them. Yeah. That shit was embarrassing the first time we played them in our own house. You know, that was rough.
Man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Zay's a Raiders fan.
Are you? I was going to ask. Like when I brought up Ravens earlier, and you were just kind of like and you didn't like. So okay, cool. That makes sense now.
I'm a little nonchalant about NFL because of the fact that Vegas has gone so long without a football team.
And he's from Las Vegas.
And I'm from Las Vegas too. Yeah, so I should have said that. Yeah, but now that we have a team, I feel like I'm a little bit more invested into watching football. But the Ravens game, I did not watch. I only heard about it due to the fact that I got 2 kids.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I almost didn't watch either. It was Wednesday at 3:40 in the afternoon. But I got off work in time and it worked out. So.
Right.
Okay, moving on. Right, quick. Popcorn. Chris has something to say about the popcorn.
What's up about that?
So I'm graciously bowing out of this popcorn and beer drinking for the month of December. Podcast challenge. John and I are doing a weight loss thing. He's doing it his own way. I'm doing it mine. It's whoever loses the most weight, we put 500 on it. I'm already down 500 from the motocross race, so I'm trying to get that back. Working really hard. He's probably going to crush me. I don't seem to win at anything. But that's okay. But my strategy for right now, I'm going to cut out carbs just for the month.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Good luck to you.
So it's killing me.
You picked a rough week.
The caramel is my jam.
Yeah, you picked a rough week to start that because this is the caramel and peanuts flavor.
I'm about to tear this up.
I look so good. It's just like glistening in this light down here.
Good,
Isaiah, dive in, man. Let me know what you think.
I'm reducing drinking to 1 day a week. So if you see me drinking and say, hey, I thought you were on a diet, I get 1 day.
This reminds me of that popcorn that was in that tin bin. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Really good.
I love their caramel. I think their caramel flavor is great. And mixing it with the peanuts, I mean, other places do that. I don't typically get it, but I would get this again. This is really good.
It's amazing.
I mean, peanuts are one of my favorite snacks, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, this is good. Sorry, Chris.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Maybe there's one with just a little bit of caramel you can try.
Really good.
It's the carb, not the caramel as much.
Really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Who made this, by the way?
EC Pops. Our friends
Pops.
over at EC Pops. Yeah, they've been graciously hooking us up with popcorn
Different
since.
flavors, yep.
Gosh, it's been
2 months.
over 2 months now. It was awesome, man. The first episode. So I go there, or I was going there anyway because they have a Chicago mix, which is caramel and cheddar. That's like my favorite kind of popcorn, and theirs I think is top tier. So I went to buy it anyway, and I was like, well, because we were just doing regular microwave popcorn for the first few episodes.
Yeah.
And
were we?
yeah, we were just microwaving popcorn.
Oh yeah.
See the process.
Yeah. So I was like, I bought 3 bags, and we tagged them for that episode, and just because we were talking about the popcorn, and they reached out and were like, hey, how do you guys feel about sampling the flavors every week?
That's amazing.
And so we've had a different flavor of popcorn for over 2 months now.
And we're doing what we can, so we're trying to send people to go get popcorn. They said that people are showing up.
People have gone in, and if you do go, tell them that we sent you. Tell them you heard about them from us.
We're going to talk them into creating a flavor soon.
We're
not doing that till January when I can try it again.
Yeah.
GAC flavor.
Yeah, and lastly for EC Pops, their toy drive that they're doing with DJ Kopech concludes tomorrow. So I think he's out there tonight. Tomorrow they're doing a live thing out at EC Pops. They're up over $15,000 or 15,000 toys or something like that.
And that's Friday the 4th. That's when this is dropping.
Oh, yeah. So when you see this, today is the last day to finish it out, because then they're taking the toys down on the train, I think, the next day. But all the links are on our page. We've shared them on our pages multiple times. I'm probably going to share it again yesterday. So just be on the lookout for the links. And if you can donate a toy and help a kid in need, that'd be awesome.
With all the stuff small businesses are going through, they're getting hit hard.
Yeah.
So for them to still be able to do what they can to help other people, it shows character.
It's pretty great.
Sure.
Now, onto the beer.
Onto the beer.
Black is beauty.
Yep, another Heavy Seas brew.
Are you trying to kiss the guest ass?
It just worked out that way, man. It's kind of funny. It just worked out that way. It's called Black is Beautiful.
There we go.
Another cool can art. Really like it.
Vanilla chai stout.
It's a vanilla chai stout, which I've never had. Again, this is another new flavor. They did it in partnership with a bunch of other breweries, and it says on the can here, brewed to support justice and equality for people of color. And it looks like it was hosted by this brewing company in Texas called Weathered Souls Brewing Company. And they partnered, I guess, with a bunch of other brewing companies, because Heavy Seas did it with Patuxent Brewing. There are some others I saw online that have slight variations to the flavor, like for their own release. But as far as Heavy Seas goes, 100% of the proceeds for the sales of this specific beer through them will be donated to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, which I think is cool. Yeah. For people that necessarily can't afford lawyers or whatever legal fees come on. I don't know. I've never needed a lawyer. I guess knock on wood. But I don't know what that entails. But anyway, I just think it's cool that they donate proceeds, especially in times where small businesses, like you just said, are suffering. So. I just think that's great. Again, vanilla chai stout. Haven't had it yet. Have you taken a sip yet?
I haven't.
Cheers, buddy. Let's try this out.
Shout out to Heavy Seas.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
I like that. And again, I mentioned it on the other stout that I tried on here.
8.5%. Nice.
Yeah, 8.5%. I don't typically like heavy beers like this. I don't. This is... when I drink beers, I like to have a bunch. This is like one. One sip. I'll sip this throughout the episode and I'll be done, and I could do it again. But these kind of heavy beers just aren't my go-to, for me.
I think I'm along the same lines. I mean, I don't drink beer for the most part, but I mean, when I do drink beer, it's a lighter beer. So this is different for me too. It's a change of pace, but I like it, man. It tastes really, really good with the vanilla. So
yeah,
it's shout out to Heavy Seas.
You get the little bit of vanilla. Yeah, it's good. And I was on Beer Me. You can order it beerme.com. BIERMI.com.
Nice.
The link has been on Heavy Seas' Facebook page. They share it when they put up the new cans and the special releases that are coming out. And I was actually on beerme.com today getting something else. This beer is still available, along with a bunch of other special releases that have come out lately. So,
nice.
Beerme.com, get you some Heavy Seas.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So
okay. Now, let's see. Hit all the things to start out. There's one thing that I wanted to touch on real quick before we jump into the movie review, okay?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the news that broke today about WarnerMedia and what they're doing with all their 2021 releases?
No.
Yes.
Starting with Wonder Woman 84.
Uh-huh.
So they're getting same-day releases on HBO Max as in the theater.
Really?
So big movies like I said, starting with Wonder Woman on Christmas, but other ones, Godzilla versus Kong, Mortal Kombat.
They're making another Mortal Kombat?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's,
the new Space Jam?
What?
Space Jam: A New Legacy?
The new Space Jam? Come on. Come on.
The Suicide Squad, Dune, The Matrix, all WarnerMedia's big releases for 2021 will be released same day on HBO Max as they are in theaters.
How much?
How much what?
It's free.
What, if you have HBO Max? Yeah.
What?
If you're already subscribed to it.
That's the way I understand it, is if you're an HBO Max subscriber, because I think Warner owns HBO?
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe?
I'm not sure.
I have to look it up, fact check me, I don't know for sure.
They've got to charge something.
It's $15 a month for HBO Max.
I know, but I'm saying, so even when Mulan dropped on Disney Plus, you started to pay to watch it.
How many people do you think actually bought Mulan? $30.
I would say a decent amount of
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Because I heard at least 4 or 5 people tell me they hated it.
Okay.
Which, unless they got it illegally, they had to buy it.
Yeah. So, my point, I want to know what you guys thought about that.
Honestly,
Did you watch it?
No, not Mulan. I'm talking about the same day release.
If it was free, I would be shocked.
Okay.
But, go ahead, I interrupted you.
No,
What did you
it's
think
all
about
good,
it?
man.
Sorry.
You done with your...
We'll talk back and forth.
Okay,
Yeah, please, jump in and out.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so I've been thinking, or been wanting this to happen for a long time.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I've always liked chilling at home, you know what I mean? I'm just a homebody, you know what I'm saying? So, like, having a home theater and everything in my basement is definitely something that I wanted to do. So, being able to see movies in real time at my place, you know what I mean, would be amazing. So, why not?
I don't disagree with you. I think it's awesome, like, to be able to chill in the comfort of your own home and watch a brand new movie is kind of cool. I also think certain movies deserve to be seen on a humongous screen with an insane sound system that you can't put in your own house.
Agreed.
Well, I can't. Rich people in a mansion can put that kind of system in their house.
Yeah.
And this is a townhouse where I would blow my neighbor's house down if I tried to put a movie theater system down here. I know they can already probably feel the bass from what I got. So it's like, I don't know, certain ones, like Wonder Woman 84, already bought tickets. Nice. I'm going.
Let's go.
There's something about, going to the movies is one of my favorite things in the world.
So that's what I was going to say, though. Okay. I think people that go to the movies like to go to the movies. I go to the movies to see a movie I want to see. I don't know, I'll say 50% of the time. Okay. Most of the time when I would go, I just want to go to the movies. Probably like 25% of the time, actually. Movies don't come out that often that I'm like, ooh, I got to go see in theaters. But I will go, man, I want to go to the movies. So I'll look something up and I'll go. I guess my point is, this isn't going to stop me from going to see it in theaters at all.
No.
If it's free, I might watch it at home first.
I don't know about first, but I would come back and watch it again.
Second.
So I can't see in any world where that wouldn't be charged. Where the movies aren't going to cost something when they hit it.
I'm pretty sure as long as you're an HBO Max subscriber, you have access to the movies.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Do you have HBO Max?
No, I don't.
I got something for you.
Hold
on, I got you. I just bought something the other day from Best Buy, and it came with a 14-day trial.
What?
Code, you can have it. I already have it. I'll give it to you. I just sent you a screenshot.
I appreciate it.
I've been thinking, I was like, how can I give this away to somebody? I was going to put it on Facebook, and I was like, no, if I put the code up, we'll pay. Anyway, perfect. Yours. I'll give it to you after the show.
Appreciate it.
AMC is the first theater that has, I don't want to say clapped back, but said something about it. And there's a quote. Yeah, there's a quote from this article. I just was reading something before you guys got here on comicbook.com, but there are articles all over the internet about this. It's the only thing I've seen on Facebook today. A lot of people sharing what the releases are and whatever. So part of this quote, AMC, they threaten basically to aggressively pursue economic terms that preserve their business. Because as soon as this announcement came out, movie theater stocks dropped.
Really?
Including AMC's dropped like 17%.
Jeez. Yeah, that's a big percentage right there.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas what that means? Increase their prices?
Maybe. I mean, how much more can you charge for a movie ticket these days, though? Honestly, unless you subscribe, because I was doing
matinees, man.
Well, matinees, but I was also doing the AMC one, which is $20 a month. Yeah. And you get to see up to 3 movies a week.
Really?
A week.
That's awesome.
So, dude, you go to the movies one time a month. You're spending $20 anyway. So I was like, that was just a bill for me. And but my wife and I used to go to the movies sometimes weekly. Back when they were coming out before this year,
right.
we were at the movies.
Yeah.
I know.
I would go twice a month.
At least. Yeah. I was gonna say 3 to 5 times a month. Sometimes I would go by myself.
I was just about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I know you do too.
Yep.
I like going to the movies by myself, man. It's nothing like it. Like, I mean, early in the day or something like that, when nobody's in there, going in there, it's cool. I love it. Yeah. Good vibe.
So, do you think this is gonna hurt the movie industry?
I hope it doesn't. My stance has always been, I think if people like, when you stop like paying to go see them, it's gonna decrease the quality that we're gonna get. I agree. Yeah, movie stars make way too much money and this and that, but I mean, some of these movie sets require insane budgets to get these things done. So I don't know. I've just never been one to it has to be a last resort for me to like pirate a movie. I believe in fully supporting an artist for their art, right?
That's cool.
Whether it's a musician or a movie or an author,
right?
Anything. Like that's why I got so many books on my shelves. That's why I have so many DVDs, albums. I buy vinyl. You know what I mean? Like it just, I think that they should be. You're creating something, you should be paid for. You know what I mean? It's not like
I get paid pretty well.
Not everybody. Not independent artists. Not like. I mean, musicians don't make anything off their record deals. They make money off their tours. Their tours.
Well, that's what they say about movies, right? They make all their money off concessions.
No, that's the theaters make money.
That's
off
what I meant.
Yeah.
Movie theaters.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll just make all their movies free and jack the price of concession up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought this was
like
a weird.
$15 to get nachos. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it's just an interesting. I'd hate to think that this is the start of the end of movie theaters because I love going so much.
Yeah, I mean, technology at some point is probably going to do away with them. You would imagine.
Yeah, maybe, or just maybe fewer movie theaters out there.
I'm optimistic about it because I mean, if you go to any antique store, they got all these old things that everybody just kind of was dear to their heart, and I feel like
Blockbuster
kind of went to side, but mentioning Blockbuster, there we go. That's one of the antiques.
Isaiah doesn't know the story. I told the story in episode 1. He's like, man, did you used to work there or something?
Yeah.
So basically I did. After high school, like 08-ish, maybe it was a year after high school. I don't know. But I was working there. It was New Year's Eve, and I was going to a party. The store closed up at 10, and I was heading to a party afterwards. And but I was still in my uniform with the name tag, the long sleeve polo shirt and I go to this party, and I had a hoodie on. But the party's in this like hot ass apartment. It's like, I was like, God damn! So I took the jacket off, and then he was like, "Oh shit! Look, it's Blockbuster Ben."
That's awesome,
and it stuck.
Man.
It just stuck, and it just worked out because I worked there. I love movies so much. I don't know for numerous reasons. Yeah,
that's a cool nickname. I like that, Blockbuster Ben.
Yeah. Cool. So anyway, quick recap for anybody that didn't know the story.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, who gave me that? Stephen Banks.
Stephen
Banks was the guy that
Stephen Banks.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all the stuff.
Okay.
The lead in to the.
They don't even know what we're reviewing because we didn't say.
You didn't put it in. You were supposed to put it in.
No, I didn't. I'm not.
The people don't know what we're reviewing.
We are reviewing a movie called Freaky.
There we go.
It's called Freaky.
Brand new movie.
Yep.
Right? Came out on Friday the 13th. November 13th is when it came out in theaters.
Yeah.
So we all went and saw it together.
Mm-hmm.
Us three. My wife and my brother came. And we actually had the theater to ourselves, which was awesome. We were the only ones in there.
Very nice.
Amazing. And again, these theaters are doing things to protect people, with social distancing and all that. So I've been to 3 theaters during all this, the pandemic, right? I went to the Alamo in Virginia. I went to Warehouse in Frederick. And we went to Arundel Mills.
Nice.
And all of them, they have the spaces on the floor, the lines to keep you. Sanitize. All the employees are wearing masks. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. When you buy the seats, there are buffer seats so people can't sit directly next to your group. So all these places have been taking precautions. So if you're worried about it, they are doing stuff. So you can go if you're out. If you go to the grocery store, if you're out and about already, go see a movie. You're already out, right? Go see a movie.
I'm all for, trying to find ways to having fun, like, especially, like, during the pandemic. It's been tough for everybody, so I think going to the movies is definitely something that you can kind of go and do and take your mind off of what's going on in reality.
Yeah, it's a good escape.
Yeah, good escape.
Especially with a movie like this.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely
Circle
an escape.
back. Freaky.
Yeah, freaky.
Brand new, right?
The premise, yeah.
Director Christopher Landon. He's done a few things that I've seen and liked. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Pretty fun movie. And he did Happy Death Day and then Happy Death Day to You, the sequel. Have you seen any of that?
No.
Happy Death Day is fun, right?
Yeah.
So here, I'll give you the plot of this real quick to get to my point.
Yeah.
So it's basically about a teenage girl and a serial killer swap bodies, like think Freaky Friday, okay?
Wow.
And they only have 24 hours to change it back before it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So Happy Death Day, same director, think Groundhog's Day. This girl keeps waking up every day and getting killed by this guy. And every time he kills her, she wakes up again. And she's got to figure out how the hell to get out of this endless time loop.
That's
so
crazy.
I feel like this guy, he's got a thing, right? He's got a shtick, like throwing back to the old school, the nostalgia, the 80s, right? When did Groundhog Day come out? 80s, right?
80s, I
80s.
think so. With
And then this is a throwback to the old slashers. This is 100% a slasher movie.
What he's gonna do the next one about like a groundhog on a golf course that keeps killing everyone.
Who knows? I mean, who knows? If he can put a horror spin on that, that'd be wild,
It's funny you say that, man. I definitely got some old school vibes from the movie when I was watching it, so.
Yeah, I mean,
to your point.
Yeah, exactly. We'll jump into that.
Yep.
Starring Vince Vaughn.
Starring Vince Vaughn.
One of my faves.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn, my guy.
Yeah.
And then the girl, her name is Catherine Newton. She's been in a few things: Big Little Lies, Blockers, 3 Billboards.
Blockers is cock blockers.
Well, it's called Blockers.
Right.
Yes.
It's got the chicken,
John Cena.
chicken thing on the front.
Yes. Yeah. Lady Bird, and then in Detective Pikachu. I haven't seen that.
Saw that.
Any good?
It started off pretty good. And the graphics and stuff, the way they did the animation, I was very excited.
Okay.
Like, if they just did the story of Ash Ketchum, I think it would have been a great movie. But they decided to go down this terrible storyline, honestly.
Okay. And then 2 other people in the movie, her friends. Anyway, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Vince Vaughn, the Butcher. Catherine Newton, Millie. 2 main characters.
Yep.
She got 2 friends, Nyla and Josh.
Nyla and Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, yeah.
I like Josh.
Yeah.
He was so funny, right?
Yeah.
Played by a guy named Misha Osherovich.
Wow.
And he's this just small gay dude.
Flamboyant.
Yeah, real flamboyant, comic relief, just carries the biggest purse I've ever seen carried by anyone.
Yeah.
And just making jokes the whole time, and it just, I don't know, pretty funny. He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's like the basic setup. You guys want to give your initial thoughts?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah. So basically, when I sat down and I watched the movie, at the very beginning, I was a little dismayed or kind of put to the side. I didn't really know what was going on because it kind of seemed a little corny. They were telling horror stories, like teenagers kind of sitting in a group at some girl's house. I can't remember her name.
Doesn't matter. She's irrelevant. She doesn't last very long.
Yeah, she don't last that
Spoiler
long.
alert.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta know. You gotta know. If you've seen
It's
any,
only the first 5 minutes.
no, if
It
you've seen,
was corny.
if you've seen any horror movie,
Yeah.
when they introduce the killer,
Yeah.
the first people you see,
Yep.
they're probably gone.
Gone.
Yeah, it was almost like an homage to that.
Exactly.
Right. And I thought the movie overall was good. I was gonna say all right at first when I was on my drive here, but I had to say that it was good because there were a few parts that actually haven't jumped. So my rating.
Whoa,
we're not
say
all
that.
rating.
Okay, that's last thing. Last thing we do.
All right.
Alright, so for me, the premise in general, I would never go see this movie. Ever. When you were explaining it to me for the first time, I was like, I'm not seeing that. And then you showed me the preview, and I told you, I watched the preview, and I was like, oh, that looks a lot better than what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take itself too seriously. if with that premise they tried to make this a serious horror movie, I would have lost it right away.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of comedy. The death scenes are like gory, which is it's like a instead of a romantic comedy, it's like a horror comedy, and it's like a new genre of movies that's starting to come out, like Happy Death Day or My Babysitter's a Killer, whatever.
I haven't seen that yet.
Called.
The Babysitter, I think. Is
I love those movies.
Yeah.
So if you can watch a horror movie and not be okay with not being terrified, just looking at it as, all right, this is kind of like a goofy, whatever kind of movie, you get open-minded, and I thought Vince Vaughn did a great job.
Playing a little girl.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't want to see him playing a little girl, but even doing it, he did a good job.
Yeah, big-ass dude, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You never knew you wanted to see it, right? Until he did it. Then I was like, God damn, that's funny.
Right.
Wasn't as good as Jack Black in Jumanji.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Shouts out to Jack Black, man.
But yeah, Vince Vaughn, he was pretty damn good. And then
funny.
Even the girl, when she was playing the serial killer, it was believable. Like,
it was.
She was good. So to Chris's point about the deaths and like the homage and whatever, like that, some slashers back in the 70s and 80s, it wasn't about them being scary. It was just about killing people in different crazy ways, which is exactly what the beginning was. He killed these 4 teenagers with like the most craziest weapons, and I mean, you can totally see the homages, right? Like he, oh man, I had it written down. So obviously, we're talking about slashers. A couple Easter eggs, right? Came out on Friday the 13th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Freaky Friday,
and he's wearing a mask that looks pretty similar, I think, to a hockey mask. Like that Jason wore Friday. It wasn't a hockey mask, but the way it was designed, it looked just like it. And also, like the main girl's love interest in the movie, it's a brief scene, and I didn't catch this. It was when I was afterwards, like looking up things. Yeah. So his name's Booker, but at the football game, you see a glimpse of his jersey. The back of his jersey, his last name is Strode. Oh, yeah? Which is Laurie Strode from Halloween. The main girl from Halloween, her last name is Strode. Okay. So he threw these Easter eggs in there as a tribute almost. That's why I think...
if he's just stealing other movie ideas and turning them into ours, he needs to pay some respect.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I just thought, when I learned those two things, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, so we got Freaky Friday and Groundhog's Day have already become...
horrorized.
What's next?
I don't know. I don't know what you could do next. Like a Parent Trap. Like, could you do the Parent Trap as like a crazy horror movie? Or
if we're talking about holidays, you could turn Elf into a horror movie.
that would be
great. It's called like Krampus, right? Have you seen Krampus? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Krampus. Shout out to Gary Clampett. He told me to watch it. It was funny. That was another one of those like comedic horror movies. Yeah. I don't know. I if you can suspend yourself for a little bit, I can enjoy those movies.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I stuttered a little bit tonight too. I don't know what's going on.
I'm an outlaw.
You're ruining the show, Chris. But oh god, it's when you said the thing about taking itself too seriously, I thought for a second at the beginning that it was going to try to be too serious. There's some dialogue between the teenagers, and they just make these super ridiculous, just like. I don't even know the way to describe them, but when she's talking about, never underestimate a white man's perpetuance for violence. Oh yeah. And then the other one says something else. I was like, here we go. We got to listen to some fucking teenager talking. Like, what do you know? What the hell are you talking about? What do you know? I don't know. So, but they died real quick, and I was super happy because I didn't like those kids at all. I was very happy about that.
They're like the biggest house I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it was insane.
So yeah, I just I enjoyed the movie way more than I thought I would. Because I wasn't sure going in. There's a weird, an awkward scene too. I don't know what you guys thought about this, but there's a scene where Vince Vaughn he's the teenage girl at this moment, and he's sitting in the back seat of his car with the main girl's love interest.
Oh, yeah.
And they have this conversation about, how they like each other. And, obviously, it's the girl's consciousness, right, in his body. But to watch this humongous man.
Big-ass dude.
And, this teenage... it's real awkward, right? And
yeah, his broad shoulders.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, it felt a tad unnecessary. Like,
well, I was okay with that part of it.
No, just the awkwardness of it. It was so, like, you could have conveyed the
message
in a different way, and not that it was uncomfortable. I guess it was supposed to be. I don't know.
I mean,
because he's a grown man. This is a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, take out the fact that it's two men, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking 50s.
Right.
It's 15.
Right.
It's weird. It was weird. So I think that's what got me. Was like, come on, you didn't have to.
Well, it took me out of the movie a little bit because it just, that part was so ridiculous. Yeah. Him going, I don't care what you look like.
Yeah.
It's you that I care about.
Which is 100%
horseshit.
A teenage
waited until
the whole premise. You guys never even talked, really.
Yeah, and a teenage boy. It's a heterosexual teenage boy is not going to be just, I'm okay with this. Like, I don't care if you ever switch back. I like you. Like, come on, what is happening right now?
I mean,
it was a little awkward for me.
The whole movie was about ridiculous stuff. So
it is, and again, I have no issues with and love who you love.
Yeah.
It was the fact that this, like I said, huge adult 50s. How old's Vince Vaughn? 50s, right?
Yeah, he's got
and like a 16-year-old kid. It was pretty awkward for me.
But tell me this: did you guys at least jump during the movie?
I may have once.
I don't remember.
But I don't remember.
I jumped.
At what part?
That's why I gave it good.
So what part?
I think the one where at the very end of the first scene when she was like running out, making sure the coast was clear before her parents got in. And he just grabbed her and threw her into the spirit. That just, just made me jump.
That might have. I mean, I remember what scene you're talking about. Yeah.
There may have been something at the beginning. Like out on the tennis court. I'm trying to remember.
The tennis court.
I don't know. I don't know if I did or not.
That chainsaw was crazy, too.
Every person that got killed, the death was wild, man. It was a gruesome, like, it was this...
It's weird.
There was this one part that I was laughing at for a good few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So when Vince Vaughn, again, is playing the teenage girl, very similar to a scene in Jumanji, she has to pee. So she goes to the bathroom as Vince Vaughn and stands up to pee. She's like, man, this is great. And then she starts, like, flopping it. She's like, it looks like an overgrown anteater or something. That line killed me.
Do I have to wipe?
Oh yeah. And you can just hear on the leg. Oh man, I was cracking up. So that was pretty funny.
That made what your mama gave you, man.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man,
that was good.
But yeah, I mean,
so it had comedy, had good death scenes, some jump scares.
Yep.
Overall enjoyable.
Enjoyable, right? And if you're going into this wanting to be scared, you're not gonna like this movie.
No.
It's not a horror movie by any means.
No, it's just a slasher.
I wonder if it was supposed to come out earlier and COVID delayed production because it seems like it should have dropped last month.
You mean in October?
In October, yeah. So
maybe.
Around Halloween.
Or maybe they wanted it on Friday the 13th, so they were waiting anyway.
Maybe. That doesn't make. I don't know. Weird timing, either way.
Yeah.
I'm glad it came out. I'm glad we were able to go see it. Like I said, nothing new really has come out any good, but this one, for what it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really don't have much else to say about it. I think we've hit all the good points. Do you have any other?
I thought it was cool the fact that it was a cross genre. That it was a comedy. It had a little thriller action in there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, a little serious parts like you were saying in the beginning. But yeah, overall it was good.
Yeah.
I have to give it a good. Yeah. Great.
Okay, well now I'm gonna go first.
Yep.
7.1 is my rating for this movie. 7.1. I really enjoyed it. Way more than I thought. Maybe because I had low standards. Okay. Sometimes if you go into a movie expecting shit, and you're like, oh, all right. And I would recommend you see it if you like the old slashers. 100% you should see this movie.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
You go last.
Sure. All
right. I'm gonna go 6.6.
Okay.
Thought it was a good movie. I'm leaning toward it being a better movie than a worse movie. I just don't know who I would recommend it to. See, you said if you like the old slashers, you would enjoy it. I think I gotta disagree.
Okay.
I think the people that are like fanatics of the old slashers are just so into that genre that they aren't gonna appreciate this. And I only say that because my cousin, who loved slashers growing up,
I do too.
hated Happy Death Day, which is why I didn't see it.
Well, I didn't compare that to a slasher. I only compared this to a
Oh,
slasher.
I haven't seen Happy Death Day, so I just assumed it has some of the same things. Like it was a horror movie that didn't take itself too seriously.
I mean, maybe it is.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it too.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. I have no idea.
But I grew up watching them too, and I enjoyed this. Like, I mean, obviously the old ones are classics, but this is. If you just did the same thing over and over again, then I think that'd be boring. Yeah, they made this fun.
I agree.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, you want this?
No, that's all good.
That's the scale.
Okay.
Real quick, if you needed to. Courtney gave it a 5.6. That was her. Courtney's obviously.
Have the people seen this before?
Yeah. We put it up in some videos and stuff. We actually should have it just like posted so people know our scale quickly.
I could drop it in.
Yeah.
I kid you not though. On my drive here, I was thinking I was gonna give it a 6.5, but now it is a 7 flat.
7
7.0.
Yeah,
Okay.
7.0. Yep.
My brother did that too, didn't he? He did that for the movie. 7.0.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I respect it
So
when you
split
put
the difference.
when you put the decimal point on it, right? That's the whole thing.
7.0.
7.0.
Take it away from being a rookie score.
Yeah. You add that in there, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking for something to get out and see, if you just want to get out and go to the movies, there's not much else out right now. I would say check it out.
Go watch it. This year, if I could be biased, I would give it mid-7s for this year.
Yeah.
But if I was comparing it to every other year of every other movie, it's got to be where it is for me.
Yeah.
It's just there's such shit movies this year.
Yeah, it has been rough.
Seems like they're cranking them out now.
Well, with the talks of like, I know this month also, I meant to bring that too. There's a bunch of movies that are supposed to come out this month. Whether it's a theater drop, the streaming services save their heavy hitters for the end of the year, so it's fresh in your mind when they try to put some kind of Oscars ceremony together, you know. So I think we are going to get a few good movies this month.
Oh, yeah.
I hope. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Including
the Oscars. You got the JAC Awards.
You said you're seeing Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman and Soul.
Soul.
Oh, man. I can't. That's the new Pixar movie.
What's it called?
Soul. Soul.
Soul.
Jamie Foxx, the piano, or he's a musician. Is it a piano player or a trumpet player?
Jamie Foxx, yes.
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
Pixar
absolutely.
crushes me every time.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
I mean, Onward, unreal. Did you guys see Onward?
Yeah, I've seen Onward.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, my girls love that.
It's amazing. It's so good. You want to talk about a good movie about family, man?
Yeah, man.
God damn, is that movie good? I'm getting a little goosebumped up
Goosebumps
just talking about it. And so
man.
just thinking, again, because I have brothers, and it's about these two brothers going on a quest to get like a day with their father.
Just a day.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. I think I've seen that movie a few times.
The father's dead. He didn't just abandon them. So it's not a question to find your father. He died. They're trying to get him back for a day.
Real morose for a Disney movie. But again, he's dead. There's a lot of death in Disney movies too.
Yeah, because they understand character development.
It's part of it.
All it takes is a good character development.
Yeah.
Something anyone could relate to or be sad about, and then sprinkle in happiness. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a week off from Name Their Movies. I know Isaiah he likes to talk and he likes to debate a little bit based on having a podcast and in the past and interactions I've had with him at the bar and this and that. So we're gonna do another segment of 3 to Keep.
You know why I like 3 to Keep real quick?
Tell me.
Because there's only 4 choices. They have a lot of the similar things online, and I see them all the time. And there's like 14 choices, and they say you can only have 3. And then there's like 4 obvious ones you're not going to have. And then at the end, it only comes down to really 3 anyway. So I think the 4 is the perfect amount. So if you're out there doing surveys and you're putting a bunch, keep it simple. Just keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I think 100%. Because, listen, if there are 9, 10, 12 choices, and you can only keep 3, that's insane. Especially if some of the choices that you see, it's like, wait a minute, this doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
Why? 4 is the magic number when it comes to this game. That's why we call it 3 to keep, right?
3 to keep.
You only got to lose 1. You only got to lose 1.
3 to keep.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So we put the meme out earlier in the week. We got a lot of feedback on it. The 4 movies.
Yep.
Any Given Sunday, Rudy, The Replacements, and Remember the Titans.
And before we do that,
4 football movies. I felt like in the spirit of football season, let's get some of the best football movies.
Okay. Everybody watching needs to chastise Ben. Ooh. He has not seen Little Giants.
Yikes.
And he has a little girl.
Okay.
You need to watch Little Giants with her.
I already told her I have like 4 movies on.
Movie, man.
We had, shout out to Matt Clevenger. He suggested another 3 to keep with 2 movies that, well, you've seen Little Giants. I hadn't seen Little Giants. And then the other one was The Program, which you haven't seen. I haven't seen that yet. And I actually did just watch The Program the other day.
Good?
It's good enough. Okay. It's not. If it was up against...
They're gone. It's gone.
It's gone compared to anything here.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe I just didn't... Again, I didn't see it at the right time or whatever. It's about college football and kind of like the business of it. It's kind of like, who knows how accurate it actually is. I didn't play college football, but... It's some crazy shit that these guys are pressured. Like, it seems like college athletes, that certain things are allowed to do and not allowed to. It's not like the NFL. They got
regulations.
So anyway, those were the 4 choices because we wanted something that Chris and I had seen all 4 of them.
Okay.
And still considered all 4 of these movies, I think, are highly regarded when it comes to football movies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna break it down. I haven't gotten my choice is already counted in these tallies here. Right. Okay, no one.
Wait. Let's do ours first.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay.
Yep. So
my choice.
We're not biased on what we say.
Understood. My choice.
Yep.
Rudy gone.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Really? Yes. Not Rudy.
Listen.
Come on, Rudy.
Remember the Titans is my favorite sports movie. Not just football. It's my favorite sports movie.
Okay, yeah.
I love Remember the Titans. Not even considered, right?
God, it's great.
Any Given Sunday? No way. The entertainment value of that movie, Al Pacino being amazing. He gives the best pump-up speech I've ever seen at the pregame, like that last football game of the movie.
Yeah, you did good.
I mean, I posted it in the comments on the thread because I was like, anybody need some motivation on this Monday? Watch this shit right here.
Yeah,
I bet you nothing has been said in any NFL locker room greater than that speech. That
speech probably has been said in an NFL.
I wouldn't doubt it. He comes in, he goes, I don't know what to say here, guys. And then gives the best pump-up speech you've ever seen in your life. And then The Replacements, it's just fun. It's entertaining. Like, filmed in Baltimore too, and an M&T Bank, which is awesome. And to me, I've got so much inspiration in Remember the Titans. I don't need Rudy. So if I got to pick between Remember the Titans and Rudy, it's Remember the Titans all day. So then these other 4, Rudy's just out. Sorry, bud. You're out. Damn. You're out, Rudy.
Okay.
See ya.
Damn.
Okay.
Who wants to go next?
All right. Well,
bring the heat.
I guess I want to start out with the one that I just cut out completely, which is Any Given Sunday.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the one.
It's
Gone?
strange.
Gone? That's the one you're losing.
Yeah. That's
Steaming Willie beaming.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. I gotta say that.
He watches, so he's gonna be very disappointed in you.
No, I mean I am a fan of Jamie Foxx.
Of course. I mean he's multifaceted.
Yeah, he is. But when we're comparing it to Rudy, I feel like Rudy, I don't know, just like that story of being an underdog, always getting like crapped on and everything else like that, and then he just all of a sudden, you know what I mean, he's on this college football team. I know it took him a long time to actually get to the field, but he actually, you know what I mean, like just watching his whole like trajectory, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is inspiring.
It's inspiring. So,
I also haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
I do want to rewatch it. I just don't know if it's going to change when it comes to this. I don't know if it would change my thoughts.
I got you.
It's one of my dad's favorite. My dad would probably be so disappointed in me right now. He loves Rudy. Rudy's one of the ones, like I'm sure you can, like, one of the ones my dad, it was Back to the Future, the old James Bond movies, Rudy. Like, there are certain movies that he was like, you gotta see this.
Yeah.
He loves it.
But I'm also keeping Remembering the Titans and The Replacements.
Yeah.
You know, I love Faison Love. He's dope as shit.
Yeah, he's a Cali guy, right?
Yeah. Keanu Reeves. You know what I
mean? How can you get rid of Keanu?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like, I'm big fans of all of these actors, but, like, I guess if we're talking about the Any Given Sunday being removed, I just got more motivation and inspiration from those other 3.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Christopher.
logically, the one I'm gonna remove shouldn't be removed, and my brother is gonna hate me for it because it's like his favorite movie, at least top 5, and I'm getting rid of Rudy also.
Okay.
Damn. I don't know. It was just the whole movie felt like Rocky. It just didn't hit me as hard. And it, I don't know. You're supposed to feel bad for him the whole movie, and I just don't. I'm supposed to, but I just can't.
Yeah.
The Replacements, like you said, it hit me at the right time. I was still young. Yeah. Ravens came around. They were pretty new. I was loving the Ravens. They filmed it in Baltimore.
Yeah. And Baltimore gets no love when it comes to the movies.
Nah, they don't.
Nobody films here. Yeah. You probably count on maybe 10 times. Like, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, that's a valid point. That, like,
I'm not a homer, though. I don't really care.
I like that kind of stuff. I think that's cool.
I was in Vegas when I watched it, but I thought that was cool.
So, he's from Vegas, so almost every movie shot there.
Yeah. Every movie, every CSI, every anything.
Really.
Anything and The Hangover.
So
classic.
Any Given Sunday, that speech, like you said, I mean, just a great movie, and I think it showed a lot about what football is really like, especially for Asian players that are putting their body on the line. Even before they talked about how dangerous it was with the concussion stuff, you see the linebacker who, give me a shot, I need a tackle to make my bonus, this is all I know, you can't take me off the field. Yeah. That was LT, I think.
LT, I was going to say, he's been in so many, was he in The Waterboy?
Yeah,
he was in, oh man, he's been in so many football movies, I feel like. So, I know I'm forgetting some.
That was great. Yard too, right?
Probably.
Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
I don't think he's in that one.
Okay.
He might be. I don't think so. Bob Sapp is Warren's brother. Big dude. But anyway, so the speech I loved. I also really like the speech from Independence Day. Not as much, but it's close. That gives me chills when he talks about going and fighting.
Hell yeah!
So that was a good speech. Remember the Titans? When I played football, with my friends, like in the flag leagues and stuff we used to play in, me and Alan were always left side, strong side, because that relationship was crazy. Every time he gets in that car accident, I cry. That's one of my cry movies for sure.
Oh yeah.
I cry when he meets Bertier's mom and gives her a big old hug.
Yeah.
Because you feel the racial divide through the whole movie. Yeah. And then he shows up and just gives him a hug, and it's like.
That's the thing, man. That movie is
it's my emotion. I didn't get like that with Rudy. My brother said he cried when Rudy made the tackle at the end.
I don't think
maybe it's too.
I was just pumped up.
It was too old for me.
It might have been.
I'm excited for it. The conquer, whatever. But so Rudy's gone for me too.
Yeah. So that was the consensus. I feel like we had the majority of the votes went to Rudy, followed closely by the Replacements. And then the one vote for Any Given Sunday to be gone.
That's the first one?
Yeah, the one vote. And then remember the Titans had none. Yeah. There was one person, actually Matt Clevenger, said it was a toss-up for him between Remember the Titans or the Replacements. He never gave a definitive one or, but I don't see how you could ever get rid of that movie. It's so...
Remember the Titans?
Yeah, it's so... It's not... It's so much more than a sports movie.
I'm sure Clev will be able to explain to you in detail why.
He's
very good at debating.
Yeah, well, and he said one of his points was that it's more than a sports movie, and I was like, what? I didn't understand, and we didn't go too far into it. I just didn't understand the logic.
Rudy's more than a sports movie.
But goddamn, dude, and it just goes to show, like, Remember the Titans? I couldn't remember when. I thought it was earlier than this, but it was set in 1971.
Oh, it's the girl. Oh, not the setting. I thought you meant when it came out. The girl.
Hayden Panettiere. Hayden Panettiere, yeah. But you're talking 1971, and these schools are like segregated, and like black kids can't play with the white on the same teams as the. Bro, that's less than 50 years ago. Like what? The fact that it took that long. I mean. Celine, I haven't showed it to Celine yet.
It took place in Alexandria, Virginia, I want to say.
Bro, Virginia is so racist. I mean, another movie that came to mind. Yeah. Have you seen Loving?
Loving?
Yeah.
No, I can't say Loving. Who's in it?
Oh God, this is her name. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Ruth Negga. Negga. That is her name.
Nah,
okay?
I haven't.
That is her name.
What is it about?
It's about the Lovings. They were an interracial couple.
Oh,
in the 60s in Virginia.
Gotcha.
And it's about their fight all the way up to the Supreme Court to have their marriage recognized.
My wife wants to watch that actually on Netflix.
Dude, it's so important. Like, that's another. But again, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
you know, to where interracial marriages weren't legal. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding? Like, it blows my mind that it was
a long way.
Yeah,
come a long way in a short amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
still got a long way.
I don't know. That movie means a lot to me. Those two people mean a lot to me. Like, I wish I could meet them, and I can't even remember if they're still alive or not. But my wife is black, and like, you know, they were.
Both you guys interracial marriages.
I thought so, right?
Yeah.
I thought so, and it just without them, they were pioneers, man. Like the movie is dramatized, obviously, but they fought and fought and fought for what they loved, and I mean, I don't know. I think that's important.
It's about standing in the truth, man, being authentic to yourself,
and for what's right, and for what's right. And
how recent was being homosexuals allowed to marry?
Shit, I voted for to legalize that in
was
Maryland.
Recent.
That was within the last
like 8 years.
Was it 08? Was it when Obama got elected? I want to say it was when Obama got elected.
Possibly, yeah.
When he
12 years.
Was it 2012 when he got elected?
No,
it was 08, right?
It was,
yeah. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 08.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I think some states. I don't want to, because this is where I'm going to start falling out, and I don't know. I don't know all my facts. I would hope that it's legal. I'm just going to say I would hope that it's legal in every state right as of now. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's legal in all.
I mean, I know.
But I agree with you.
I think it is.
I
thought it was federally mandated.
Okay, well then good.
I thought it was.
I don't pay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't pay that close attention, but it should be.
Shouts out to the LGBTQ.
Yes.
Well, I did watch this movie, you know, in the same vein. It's called The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and it's about this girl that gets sent to this, like, I think they're called like gender reform camps or
like Jesus camps,
where they basically pray the gay away camps. And this is even more recent than us voting to legalize gay marriage here in Maryland. Like, if nobody's ever seen that movie, I would highly also recommend that movie. It's called The Miseducation of Cameron Post.
Religious people are such hypocrites.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
They believe they don't believe you like your gender, but they believe there's a being that controls everything.
Yeah. Listen, we got a little off track about sports, but I just felt like
here we are.
Yeah.
Here we keep gay marriage.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Here to stay, baby. Yeah.
Here to stay. Gotcha.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. What we are not going to forget this week is to tell you guys what movie we're reviewing next week.
Hey, it's a little surprise.
We've been real bad at that.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a guest. We always get distracted.
We get amped up.
By this point,
Yeah. It's a whole new show here for the next month. Okay, so we're reviewing, it's called Sound of Metal.
Nice.
It just came out today on Prime.
Amazon,
And short, it's about a drummer who starts in like a metal band.
Yep.
I think it's him and his girlfriend. And he starts to lose his hearing. And like music is his life. And it looks really good. And I cannot think of the actor's name. He's been in a few things, man. And
Shia LaBeouf.
Nope, not Shia LaBeouf. Do you have your phone?
Is it Will Smith?
Yeah.
No, it's not Will Smith either. It's is he Indian? It's not Dev. Is it Dev Patel? Was he in The Night Of? I think it was the same guy.
Chad Michael Myers.
No, dude. It's not even a person, is it?
Riz Ahmed.
That's it. Was he in The Night Of? Do you have him up or?
Yeah.
Riz Ahmed.
Yeah. Anyway, he's good. He's been in some things. So anyway, came in.
It looks good.
Brand new movie. It looks really good. So that's next week.
We'll let you know whether it's worth the money or not.
He was in Venom too. That's cool.
Or is it free on Prime?
It's free if you have Amazon
Never
Prime.
mind.
Yeah, no. So this isn't like a paid rental on
Okay.
Prime. This is a Prime original flick that if you're a subscriber, you get to watch it. Yeah, he was in one of the Spider-Man movies, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and
what else we got coming up? So we got
yeah,
Pit Beef we'll have another Pit Beef Place dropping Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We did a review of some sauces that'll probably drop mid next week, I would imagine.
Okay.
I've got it edited already. I just got to strategically drop them.
Okay.
So there's some cool stuff going on.
Yep.
The movie awards are still coming together. We're gonna have that in the next few weeks. Not the awards, but the lead up to the awards to create the ballots and send them to everyone to vote.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
a lot of big things.
That's it.
Just want to say thank you again for having me as your guest.
That's anytime.
Yeah, the show.
We'll
man,
bring you in
great.
the podcast too.
Sounds good, man. So it's shot time, then?
Shot o'clock is what we call it.
No
Shot
carbs
o'clock.
and shots, so don't judge me.
Let's do it.
Are you sure there's no...
I don't know, but I'm taking a goddamn shot.
All right. Doing Johnny Walker Red Label tonight, Isaiah's choice.
Yay, Red Label. I think Dallas was the one that told me about that.
See, I told you there was...
Yeah, you gotta break it.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm not a fucking...
I don't know if this is right.
He's just gonna...
I'm pretty sure you have to break it.
I knew there was some... I was like, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
That's not a bar.
God, if this breaks, that'd be fucking terrible.
It would... can we just do another shot? Can we just do something else?
Yeah, we could just do something else.
Yeah, do something else. What you got over there? Buffalo?
It
What?
wasn't coming out at all.
It's just dripping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about that Buffalo?
Have you had that?
Nah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck with you. I just want to figure this out. We're gonna get so much shit in the comments, but I know
Or you can just cut it out.
I don't know, man. That's kind of funny. How many explain you pouring that? Changed our mind. This was too expensive. We almost took a shot of this, though.
Yeah.
We were very close.
Gotta get some popcorn before.
You can take that if you want. You want to bag it up? It's all yours.
Appreciate you.
Is it good?
Yeah, it really is. Shouts out to Blockbuster Band.
Sorry, I'm coming back. I'm coming with authority.
Thanks, man.
All the weight I lose in December will come right back the first week of January. This is not one of those things. It's just a little competition.
Cheers to you guys, man. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
4 months, man. Woo! It's episode 16.
And
Episode 16.
is a wrap.
That's a wrap.